Gold very much traded in range, as I said, 65 to 80 do not trade, and it tried to breach 81 but then reversed from 1984. And yes, if you look at crude oil too tried to 69.8 was the ultimate support. It failed to breach, passed by, and then recovered strongly. So now what to expect in gold and crude oil, we will see with the help of charts and indicators. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon, which keeps you updated with the twice a day analysis. This is the second update for the day. Those who watched the first video definitely would have profited. Let's start. First, we look into gold, followed with crude oil WTI. Do watch till the end, listen to it carefully, note down the levels, trade as per the levels here. Now, one thing I can see here is 1981 giving it a very strong resistance, and 1980 levels rather, I will say. So yes, if you see it trading above 1980 again, that is the same level beyond which you can buy, but then expect 1985 levels first resistance, and then we may see it hitting 1990, the ultimate resistance. That is the first part to it. Also, if you look at the RD charts, one bullish candle, next it is trying to trade in this flag. Let it break past by 1970, which will bring further bearishness. So it appears in between 1970 and 80 we should not trade, but then on the downside also 1965 is a very good support, and then the 60 levels will come into picture. Now if you look at the stochastic, this is dropped. The MACD is trying to cross over for a sell. The RSI is looking down, but look at the MACD crossover. This is happening at a comfortable levels only, so there is a possibility that it can diverge again. Now if you look at the RSI, this is looking down, this is trading at the top there. And if you look at the 2-hour charts, on the 2-hour charts too, you can see similarly, we can see only consolidation here. Resistance there at 1980, that is very clear. Right now it is trying to create a flag. Staying below 70 certainly will bring more bears there. Right now if you look at the moving averages, they are diverging, indicating bullishness. And if you look at the stochastic, this has dropped. The MACD is trying to converge again. It is still in green though. RSI trying to look down, trying to show a little bearishness here. And if you look at the 3-hour chart, see previously higher lows, flat top, and this time it is trying to break out already. Certainly I will be looking forward to 1970, 1965 levels, and only below which little more bearishness is confirmed. So once again, it appears 1965-80 is a good no trading zone, though it is trying to drop, but let's be watchful. The stochastic is overbought and looking down here. And if you look at the MACD, this is trying to converge, crossover for a sell. It is still in green. RSI trying to look downwards, trying to retrace a bit on the downside, trying to show you a little more bearishness. Now look at the 4-hour charts. On the 4-hour chart, see higher lows, higher highs. We have to be watchful of 1970. That is what again coming into picture here. Below that only little bearishness. So in between 1970 and 1980 at least should not take a position. Below 1970 there could be slight bearishness which might take it till towards 1965, 1960. Very strong support. What it is trying to do, see rise there, higher lows, lower highs, and here if it breaks this time it can give you lower lows there, which means that it can drop strongly if it continues to stay bearish from here. The stochastic is overbought, which also brings a chance for it to drop, but at the same time the MACD is trading near sub-zero, you can say near to zero levels, and it is again trying to cross over for a sell. RSI trying to look down, show a little bearishness. And if you look at the daily charts, now see looking at the daily chart, the candle is still in green. Below 1970 there could be little bearishness, but then it may stretch. If it stretches below 1970 they could try to take it further down 1960. And see, because the previous candle, if you look at here, if you look at the you can ignore this breakout. Besides that, lower highs, lower lows, and yes, the complete movement is still very much engulfed between the first candle, that was the bullish candle there. So that is what we had seen in our previous analysis also, that the complete movement might remain within and engulfed within this movement. That is what is happening here. The stochastic has dropped a bit, it is looking down. The MACD is in bullish zone, trying to converge a bit, it is still green. RSI is trading near to the top there. Now considering this, in 1970 levels is a good support, and below that till 1965 levels you should be cautious of the sell entries. Below that only you can expect that it may try to stretch the drop a bit, and hence 1960 levels will be seen. So take your trades accordingly. In between 70 and 80 do not trade, and in fact keep a dollar aside for either which way, 79 and 81 levels. Do not take any trade. Above 81 certainly we can see 85 and then 91 levels, and below 70 69 levels you can expect 65, 60, 60 is a very good support, and below that it is going to drop sharply. Take your trades accordingly, trade with a stop loss. Now let's have a look at crude oil WTI. See, if you look at the hourly charts for WTI, 69.8 certainly is a very good support. I told you in the morning itself that only sell entries below 69.8. It is respected the levels beautifully and now trying to give you lower highs, and hence beyond 70.8 you can stay long, but then 71.2, 71.5 levels should provide a very good resistance. There is a possibility that in fact it can hit beyond 71.5 levels. Now how it is behaved, see, convergence, divergence, convergence, and again looking up, and hence a breakout above 71 levels should be a good indicator. The stochastic looking up, the MACD is bearish, trying to converge, and if you look at the RSI, this is trying to look upwards, show a little strength. And if you look at the 2-hour charts, now on the 2-hour charts also lower highs, lower lows in the previous two candle, and this candle is trying to break out, and certainly we can expect more bullishness with the stop loss at 70.4 levels. One can stay long here, one can expect it to rise, however wait for 70.8. So in between 70.4 and 70.8 at least we should not take any trade here. The stochastic is looking up, the MACD is flat there, neither bullish nor bearish. RSI trying to look upwards and show a little strength. And if you look at the 3-hour chart, on the 3-hour charts to see rise, drop, and see again it is respecting the bottom of this channel, which indicates that it can show you bullishness, which indicates that 71, 71.5, in fact 72 levels can be expected here. Stochastic looking up, the MACD is in green and it is trying to converge a bit. The RSI is trading flat, trying to look upwards, so slight bullishness is seen there. Now look at the 4-hour charts, most importantly on the 4-hour chart. Now see, previous candle was the candle of indecision. It has shown very good swings, higher highs, flat bottom, and 69.8 certainly giving it a very good resistance. So this also indicates staying past 70.8 we can expect 71.2, 71.5 levels on the upside. It can give you very good bullish momentum. See, it has consolidated with a flat bottom, certainly indicates that it can give you a good rally on the upside if it stays above 70.8. Stochastic looking up, the MACD is trading with slight divergence. It is still in green. RSI also trying to show the bullishness. It is looking upwards. And if you look at the daily, now look at the daily charts here, 70, 69.8 is a very good support for now, and it is trying to look upwards. And I will expect this much candle size, which means the previous, if you look at this candle, which is almost of couple of dollars, 67 to 69.2, 69.5, and from 70 to, if you stretch and take it, you can expect at least 72 levels can be expected. In fact, it can breach beyond 72, that is also possible. Stochastic looking up, it has come to overbought levels. The MACD is trying to converge, crossover for a buy entry. RSI is also looking upward, showing a little strength. Considering this, you can buy at 70.8 and a sell entry is at 70.4, rather I will say 70. And below 70.2 if you are taking a sell, remember 70, 69. These two levels you should watch out for. Only if it trades below 69.8 we can see a bearishness there, we can see it dropping, and we can expect that we might see a sharper drop which might take it till towards 69 and 68 levels, which are very good support. So in between 70.2 and 70.8 at least do not take any trade as of now. Take your positions accordingly, trade with a stop loss, trade with a trailing stop loss, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Do not forget to press the bell icon, join my signals channel, join my mentorship batch. Reach out to me for more details. My Telegram and email IDs are mentioned in the channel and video description. Thank you very much. Have a great profitable trading day. Thank you.